Right now, we are in the middle of a second date update where we're trying to match Doug back up on another date with this girl, Holly. They had a fun time, and they did one of those pedal cart brewery tours in downtown St. Pete.
Yeah, and we've already asked the questions like, were you flirting with anybody else? He did say, they were drinking, they had a good time. But she was up for it. She was all about it.
Yeah, so he cleared this with her before they went. So he didn't kind of like surprise her, like, hey, we're going on a brewery tour.
Yeah.
So she knew. All right, so she's not getting back to him since the date. That's how this works. And we actually have her on hold right now. So let's see if we can get some answers from her directly. Holly, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Holly, I know this is really weird, and I know you talked to our producer, Kevin, off the air, and he let you know that we were going to be on the air. You're cool with that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Well, here's the deal. We want to talk to you about this date you went on with this guy, Doug, and he told us that you guys had a great time on a brewery tour. And since that date and since you guys went home, he hasn't heard anything from you, and he doesn't really know what's going on, and he's confused. That's kind of what the details we got from him were.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised to hear that he said he had a great time because I don't even know if he remembered all of it.
Uh-oh.
So there's that.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you want me to just tell you what went about?
Yeah, we want to know what went down here because obviously something.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Something obviously turned you off here.
Well, I ended up driving his lame butt home because this guy clearly couldn't handle this brewery tour that we went on. Pretty much he passed out in the car. Basically, I drove him home. I had to play babysitter.
Oh.
I drove him home in his car because he was too drunk to drive, and I wasn't going to get in the car with someone that was too drunk to drive. I'm not a huge beer person. I had a few sips throughout the day, but when I saw him kind of getting sloshed, I was like, okay, definitely just going to chill out because this seems to be going off the rails. So, yeah, I drove him home. And at one point on the way home, he completely passed out, and I looked over and smelled something and saw that he peed himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it was basically daycare. I went on a daycare. I had to take care of my date, drive him home, let him in his own house, lay him on his couch.
Oh, wow. Wow, you did all that.
All that. I was like Nurse Holly over here, and it was not cool. It was not cool at all.
And he's wondering why you haven't called him back? Jeez.
I mean, clearly he doesn't remember how the date ended. So there's that. So I'm sure he's listening. I've heard you guys do this with other dates. I didn't think I'd ever be on this segment, so I guess this is going to be a fun surprise, right? For him.
Well, the fun surprise is that we have him on the phone, too. Yeah. And we want to bring him back on, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
Hey, Doug, there's a lot of details that you left out, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Holly. Sorry that you ended up having an awful evening. That's not how I remember it all. And, the one, the accident I had, so embarrassing. Honestly, I didn't know that was something you had seen. Obviously I noticed it the next morning, but, I thought that was something that had happened overnight, but.
Oh boy. Is that something that happens often?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it is not. Hearing this from her end, I know how awful this sounds, but I guess it was just I hadn't had a lot to eat today. Those beers on that cart were, strong. I'm pedaling for, a couple hours.
Well, and if you're going to breweries, that's stronger beer. So there.
Yeah. I guess I was just exhausted. It's not, I didn't think I was binge drinking, enough to pass out or anything like that. But obviously
you were wrong.
I don't know. I'm mortified. I'm embarrassed, honestly. I did not know that's how your evening went. And I apologize so much.
I've definitely been on dates where I had a little too much to drink, but you peed your pants. I had to babysit you. Are we you're just glossing over it? Oh yeah, sorry. Oh my God, I thought it happened the next morning. But bro, you peed your pants. I can't.
Yeah, he peed his pants.
Yeah. We've established this. Yeah.
I don't think it was intentional.
Well, obviously not. It was an accident.
Yeah.
But the fact remains is he was on a date.
And he peed his pants.
And he did that. And he was supposed to be, courting a lady, and that didn't happen. It got a little off the rails for him. So he has apologized, Holly, and I do think he is a little embarrassed right now. I mean, would you be willing to give another chance? Maybe if you did something that did not involve alcohol?
Not really. Sorry. I want to date a man. I'm not trying to be part of the Babysitters Club. And the whole thing really left me very unimpressed. And even just talking about it today, reliving it, reminds me that it was pretty freaking bad. So,
All right.
Bad first impression.
Yeah. Well, Doug, now you know what went down. And I mean, I think you can probably understand where Holly's coming from.
I guess. I think she's being a little harsh, honestly, but I understand where she's coming from. But I don't know, to me, I wasn't lying. It did seem like we had a great date up until, things went south, and it wasn't something I did on purpose. But I guess if that's how she feels, whatever.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you both go. Thank you for coming on. You guys have a great day, okay?
All right, thank you.
That's just bad.
Oh, yeah. There's no coming back from that.
No. I mean, just the fact that he drank so much. No, I get it. Sometimes you go to a brewery and you don't realize, oh, wow, this beer hit me differently because the alcohol content is so high, than a normal beer, and you don't realize it. But yeah, that's not cool on a first date at all.
All right.
You think?
Where do you land on this? Would you give him another chance? 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099.